Hey, my wonderful Aries. Welcome to my channel. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Okay, so if you're tuning in via YouTube, welcome. If you're tuning in via Instagram, welcome. So we're doing your monthlies. As usual, the extended version is going to be on Patreon for the Patreon community. We're going to run through the 4 weeks and see exactly what's going on, what you may need to pay attention to, and what you may need to release, let go, and embrace. Okay, keep in mind that energy is fluid, and this is a timeless reading, which means whenever you click on the video, if the message resonates and is for you, if it's not, then you leave what you don't and you keep what you need. Energy is fluid, so this could be Aries energy, and if you're cross watching, this can be your energy, so flop them what they need to be. Okay, so we're going to start off this monthly reading, and we're going to thank our angels, our guides, our ancestors, the divine masculine and feminine energy. We're going to thank all of the wonderful energy in the atmosphere, my wonderful Aries that is here to help guide, protect, encourage, motivate, and give us the power and the courage to move with boldness and take action when it's time. Okay, so let's get into this. All right, so I am a certified Reiki energy healer, so you guys are going to hear me talk about your chakras all throughout the reading. Okay, first week off, you got heart chakra energy popping up. Heart chakra energy is all about love, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, truth, unconditional love, loving without bonds, right? Or loving without limits or limitations. Okay, popping off a day for you do have forgiveness, which means that you're going to be asked to tap into some type of forgiveness this week, right? This could be forgiveness of self, or this could be forgiveness of another. All right, it's asking you to be in the world but not of the world. This is probably why you're going to have to forgive, my wonderful Aries. Now, Aries can be kind of stubborn, and once they make their mind up like they don't fucking like you, honey, they don't fucking like you, right? So we need to be mindful of that, my wonderful Aries, if we're moving throughout the first week. So give us some information in the first week. What you want Aries to know on the first week? All right, Aries, you guys got paying attention to your synchronicities here, popping up with the daughter of water energy, as well as the 6 of air energy, clarity. So you're going to be paying attention to the synchronicities. You're going to be gaining clarity this week if you're tapping into the forgiveness aspect. You can find yourself really getting to a place where you're feeling very confident and very self-assured, especially if you are tapping into the forgiveness aspect this week. Okay, let's take a look and see, what does my wonderful Aries need to forgive this week? You're paying attention to the synchronicities. What are you forgiving? Ooh. Okay. All right, you got 8 of Cups. There's some disappointments going on that you may have had to forgive. Okay, let's see. 8 of Cups. Somebody may have been disappointed. Okay. Okay. And this could have been with somebody that you actually cared about, right? This was somebody that maybe that you had a creative bond with, or somebody that you guys, somebody you definitely cared and loved. This was definitely something that you celebrated, something that you enjoyed, okay, or someone that you enjoyed. Yep, 2 of Cups. This could have been someone that you enjoyed and someone that you celebrated, okay? And they may have fallen out of your grace, or you may have fell out of their grace. Either which way, there's some disappointment popping on here within the first week about some type of relationship or some type of situation where you guys are not seeing eye to eye right now, okay? So as you operate in forgiveness, you can definitely see clarity coming in. Okay. Yeah, you got energy also here where you know, somebody's thinking everything is fine, but it's really not fine. You're dealing with somebody that can be very selfish, or very what's the word, self-protected, you know. And I kind of really feel like this person is really because they're afraid of the change. Something may have went down that you may not have fully forgive, or they may not have fully forgiven you. All right, coming on over into the second week, you do have dreams popping up, which is third eye chakra. That's your perception, how you see things, your imagination. For some of you, this could mean physical dreams that you're having in the spiritual world. For some of you, this could mean goals. This could mean things you need to take action on. Okay, it's asking you to release the dark wound and let love live. Okay, so now if you really want to have a healthy and whole and successful relationship, you can't do that without forgiveness and get into a place of vulnerability. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's not gonna happen like that, right? So what happens if you don't deal with the forgiveness aspect and the vulnerability aspect of things, you can find yourself in a new relationship experiencing similar experiences of pain with a different face. Hence, you were the common denominator in the relationship because you didn't heal, right? So it's gonna be important. It's gonna be important for you guys to be able to move through this energy with forgiveness, so you can really unfold into the individual that you are, or really step into these experiences that you really want to experience. Right? You can't get there without releasing the pain. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Some of you are gonna have to literally dream a new dream. Yeah, baby. I know that sounds like some cliche type shit, but you know, like seriously, what is it called? I just sent my brother this. I just sent him the link. Okay, the Ho'oponopono prayer. Ho'oponopono prayer. It's the Hawaiian prayer. The short little prayer or chant. You can, the chant or prayer. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. Those 4 simple sentences can go a long way. Okay, my wonderful, wonderful Aries. Okay, you do not need to be so stubborn-headed or so hard-headed with this. Okay, you don't. Okay, we know that you're ruled by Mars, and sometimes Mars can be warrior-like. Second month, there is some type of deceit that you, or some type of backstabbing or betrayal. Hence, why you're asking to forgive. This could have caused some type of rift in your finances, or maybe even living situation. This definitely cost you something in the physical realm. Okay, so this lie cost you something on the physical realm. Okay, there's haste popping off here, right? And I kind of feel like the haste, this feel like shallow energy. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to be mindful. This is why forgiveness is necessary, because you could be hasty in your reaction, right? And be a little spiteful in how you're moving. So you want to watch that, Aries. You want to watch that spitefulness. Yep. You got tower energy popping off here. Yeah. Somebody's afraid of the future and the change, that this lie or whatever it is, or somebody may want to hurt your, you may want to. See, this is the thing. If you are not working on yourself, honey, this energy could turn into you spitefully plotting to do some shit to somebody. Bottom of the deck, yeah. Purposely planning to hurt somebody or somebody. If this is not your energy, Aries, this could be someone that is not doing their work, that is purposely, because of their immaturity, might want to just do some dumb shit, right? Okay. Look at that. You're going to have to face your fears, because somebody's coming at you still with some illusions. They're not looking at the role that they play. There is going to be a walk away. Somebody's going to walk away from something. And I kind of feel like this is because a communication is going to be had. Communication is going to be had. If somebody's doing something where fuckery is at hand the second week, I advise you not to do that. That is not going to work out well for you. Because the other person, on the other hand, they got Emperor energy, they got the Ace of Swords, and they got the Six of Wands. This person is going to be victorious. They're walking away from something so they can step into something and gain victory. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands, all right? So, yeah, you want to be mindful not to do vindictive evil shit by the second week, my wonderful Aries, okay? Or if you are dealing with an Aries and you're the one doing the vindictive evil shit, you don't want to do that. That's not going to work out well for you, okay? By the third week, you got spiritual awakening popping off. So we're talking about crown chakra energy, pure communication coming in from source, divine connection. It's kind of like downloads, information, things just syncing up, okay? And you're going to have to defend this to the end. Okay, everything that's worthwhile, you're gonna have to defend it this week, and maybe not defend it physically, but defend it more in the aspect of spiritually standing strong in what you know. All right. Not wavering because things or someone else may not necessarily believe or see things from the aspect in which you do is going to be key. Okay. Yep. You may feel like things are not moving, like things are not written in the star, a little hopeless, especially because you're trying to gain back what you may have lost spiritually or financially. This is exactly why you're going to have to tap into that spiritual side of yours, okay? And you want to pay attention to the emotional immaturity. All right, this is what I'm saying, Aries. By the third week, there's a lot of emotional immaturity, especially when you know that you needed to go through what you needed to go through and get to where you are now, okay? Your perception and how you see things is going to be important. Operating with your heart chakra by the third week is going to be important. That's a dominant energy showing up so far right here. You're going to have to pay attention to your emotions, Aries. Okay, because your emotions is going to trigger whether or not you allow yourself to grow or whether or not you allow yourself to be like a child and have temper tantrums. Okay, we know that you guys could be very proud and very self-assured, okay, and very focused on what you want and what you don't want. But be mindful, we're in transformation season. So as you were going through transformation, everybody else is also, okay? You want to make sure that you're tapping into that part of you. Balancing and organizing things is going to be important, okay? Especially because some of you may feel a little down. I kind of feel you started off the first week of the month feeling very rejuvenated, very ready to go. By the third week, you're questioning some things. And I want to say that third week, we're beginning to transfer over into Sagittarius season, which is all about perception. So your perception and how you view this transition is going to play a major role in how things are playing out for you in this third week, okay? Third week is definitely asked you to pay attention to your heart. Tap into that part of you that you cannot, that's not wavered by what you see or what you hear from others, okay? Yep, because you're dealing with things that may be imbalanced in the work situation or maybe even a home situation by the third week, okay? And as you deal with that, you need to know the tables and the tides can change on that, okay? Responsibility would need to be taken, or somebody may need to take responsibility for the tides to change on that, okay? Because right now it doesn't look like somebody is taking responsibility. They may have even isolated themselves or done things to put them in a situation where they now feel like they're isolated, okay? Bottom of the deck, by the third week, you do have, future planning. So somebody is having to get their shit together by the third week, okay? If this is not you, Aries, this is the energy that you're interacting with. All right, now let's take a look at the fourth week. You got psychic development happening, okay? So your telepathic communication, your intuitive nature, all of this is going to be popping off on high by the end of the month. They're asking you to be the sacred fool. When you're the sacred fool, that means you have to step out on faith and you have to do things that you may not necessarily do even because you don't know why you're doing them. You have to take that leap of faith, okay? So moving throughout this energy, my loves, at the end of the month, you're going to have to tap into a part of yourself and see things past what they look like, okay? Especially if you've been disappointed. You do have the Nine of Cups energy showing up in reverse. Some people may have been disappointed. Some people may not have gotten the things that they want on a physical level because of somebody else lying and cheating and shit, right? Yep. Five of Wands is showing up here. Somebody, you're either focused on the problem, or avoiding the problems, or you're focused on yourself. And right now, I see no. There may have been some lies, and you know there was some lies popping off till the end, the end of the month. But you're in a place now that you know the lies. You're just really about focusing and getting back to your own stability. Maybe not standing so much on stability of somebody else, but more about yourself. Somebody felt from grace, okay? Somebody have felt from grace, so you may not feel so confident as you're moving throughout this month, and you may even be a little emotional. This is why you're gonna have to pay attention to the synchronicities, aka pay attention to your third eye. How you see a thing is going to be important. Okay, what you name a thing. I don't know if y'all was watching Lovecraft, honey. Remember when they kept asking her to name herself? How you name a thing by the end of the month is going to be very, very important. Some of you may even feel like the energy is a little bit delayed and things are moving a little slowly for you. You want to pay attention to all of those retrograde planets. There's a lot of planets coming out of retrograde by the end of November or mid-November, okay? So you could see things moving energetically by the end of November. You do want to take that into consideration, okay? Now, let me just tell you right now, you do have a lot of third eye chakra on the board, which means that you're going to have to pay attention once again to your perception. Meditation may be key for some of y'all. Some of y'all may have to jump up into some meditation, honey, okay? Okay, so you're dealing with someone that has the power and knows you very well, but this person is also maybe a little bit codependent, okay? This person pretends like everything is all well and good, but it's really not. And you may be picking up on that from a psychic standpoint of view. They're not as confident as they seem. They come across really emotionally confident, and that it's just not that way. This could be you, Aries, and what you're projection out to the world, right? There is a need to get things in balance and get your shit together by the end of the month. Okay. In the past, there may have been a lot of not really paying attention to the consequences of things that was said, okay? Or maybe even having scattered thoughts, or maybe just talking a whole bunch of shit and not having to eat the words that you put out there, okay? Just know there is a place for you to recover here if you don't get stuck in fearing the end, okay? Yep, look, 9 of Cups. There is a place for recovery here, okay? Yep, 9 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. It's a place for recovery here, and it's open to you if you want that to be extended to you, okay? Bottom line is you're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to do your own personal and spiritual work this month to get to the end of the other side. By the time you get to the end of the month, if you are not stubborn enough, you can really step into a deeper level of your own spiritual connection within self and trusting yourself about what you want, where you need to go, what you want, what you need to do, who you should tell what, who you shouldn't tell what, who you should share. Like, you would gain all of that by the end of the month if you are doing your work, okay? All right, my wonderful, wonderful Aries. Forgiveness is going to be key. You're going to have to forgive to get what you want. You are going to have to forgive to get what you want, okay? Going to have to forgive to get what you want. Okay, I might reword that to get what you want. Forgiveness is needed to get what you want, honey. Okay, you're going to have to forgive to get that. All right, so if you were joining me on Patreon, just stick around in a few seconds. We're going to do the extended. If you were not joining me on Patreon, you guys can go ahead and check out the description box on YouTube where you can find how to reach me as well as the class information. And the next moon meditation is going to be in there also.